She looks like a very friendly person.
She does.
Vero, how's it going?
Imena, how are you?
Pablo? Is he here?
Yes, he is here.
Is he busy?
No, he's alone.
I'll go then.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Good night. See you later,
Mrs. Imena.
Guys, good to have you here. Sidimuna, thank you for logging onto my YouTube channel. So on today's review on Law of the Heart, we're taking a look at where it started from. Catalina taking Julia around the law firm to introduce every member of staff to her, and also tell her their features, who they are, what they are, and everything, just to get her really familiar and acquainted with the office. They are almost done with the tour. So the next scene is where Isabel is with Maria de Polia, and she is explaining to her the situation of things, and she says she is angry and very furious because she had really loved Elis from the very beginning of their marriage endlessly for 30 years. She wants to fight for divorce, which and the reason why she's coming to the Ortega's law firm is because she wants the least damage to him, because if she goes out to any other law firm, it may be publicized or his name will get out. So for that reason, that's the reason she has come to Ortega. So it will be managed or handled in-house. She wants to file the divorce. Okay, court, and the next is court case. Pablo making a case for his clients against Mr. Augustus, who has refused to pay against Mrs. Augustus, who has refused to pay the alimony to his client for the last maybe 4 months or 5 months. Has refused to pay alimony for his client, and he's making excuses. And as far as he is concerned, there is no need for that, because he works on a monthly basis and he is paid up to the very present. So for what reason? What are his reasons for not living up to his responsibility as a father? So the judge eventually ruled in favor of Mr. Pablo's client, so he won the case. So that's another. Julia went, in the last episode, Orlando has said Julia will have to work with Pablo for the meantime. So they went to the firm together, and after then they're discussing cases, that's discussing situation. So Julia comments him. So Julia is with Charms. They went to another law firm, and Julia just showed some of her expertise in getting through to what she wants by talking to the woman very swiftly, although the woman already know her, talking to her very gently and calmly, and she gets what they want, and they get from there. They're back to the office, and Carmen tells him that Imena has been calling, that she's called several times. Nick and Pablo, they are having a conversation on the relationship between Nick. Like, everybody's really, so I don't understand why are they all over Pablo, asking him the relationship between him and Julia. Well, of course, for now, as far as he is concerned, it is just professional relationship, but I know beyond that there are feelings. And so Mr. Elis returns to the office, and Maria de Polio asked to see him. She showed him the video clip Melina has shared in the video, and I told him that the situation of things that is being shared online, and Isabel is also aware, and she's been to the office to file for divorce. Like, it's really, Julia is sharing some nice fragrance right at the office, like she's making really everybody know that she is she's really sharing good personality traits around the office. Like, people are already liking her. They see her to be a very nice and friendly person. Even the law assistants, the junior lawyers, and all of that, they're really appreciating what she's doing. Imena comes to look for Pablo in the office. She asked for his forgiveness. He forgives her. They hug and they kiss. She leaves, but not with art, making an eye at Julia. She's very jealous, whether you like it or not. She's very jealous that Julia is getting close to Pablo, and for this reason she's doing everything as much as she can to get back her Pablo. Well, for me, I feel Pablo is really having a divided attention. But he just want to be on the cool. She tried as much as possible to interest him this period by letting him know that he liked the kids to come over and spend the weekend with his mother. So that excites him a lot, and she promised to see and he promised to see her afterwards. Okay, Elias is begging Isabel on phone, but she is very furious and ready and really ready and bound to divorce. Maria asked him to be patient with her, advised him to ignore Melanie for the moment, and Julia and Pablo are discussing a case she acknowledges working with him. Pablo asked her out for a date, and obviously she refused, and this is a bad day, like the number of times I don't know. So Carmen again was in the scene, and then she heard over, saw what happened. So she was like, okay, she has already advised Pablo not to ask her, since she's always refusing his dates, that he shouldn't ask her at for the time being. And Pablo is back home, like with her designer. She's back, she's on a date with him as well. They're having a conversation around what is happening. She's in a way concerned that, okay, Pablo always look very available, but in between there is an Imena. Of course, that is a man. He knows that relationship is, he's trying to explain to her. Julius is not trying to, is not accepting the fact that she's in love with Pablo. Anyway, because Camilo is in prison, so she feels she's still very much responsible to Pablo, to Camilo. So she's trying to restrain herself from feeling the fact that she really likes him, that she really loves Pablo. What she's doing at the moment is she's making it look like, wait, what she has for him is just being professional. She's on a date with, I think it's a designer or a relative, and obviously she's so distracted, and he gets to let her know that she is doing herself a disfavor by not accepting that, and that the next time he asks her out on a date, she should try as much as possible to oblige it. And even at these two, Pablo and Alfredo are having dinner, and they're also having the conversation. He also told Alfredo that he's asked her out for a number of times, about 5 times, and she has always refused. So makes him also very, very wonder about the situation of things. Well, they're having their different feelings at different times. Okay, did I mention in one of the episodes, Camilo sends his regards to Pablo through Alfredo and Nick. So they told him today that so because Camilo is there, because Julia always tell him what happened, so he is a bit also worried that my babe he's getting. But let's see. Okay, one of the office girls is pregnant, she's married, and she was really not so she wasn't in a happy mood, because she already has kids and has a husband who really doesn't care about the kids. So, and I'm beginning to wonder, he doesn't really care about the kids, and you're having sex with him without protection. Who is to blame, you or him or me? I don't know, but let's look for a solution for okay. And Alfredo also advises Nick to carry out his job professionally without compromising values, and avoid missing work and pleasure. We know Nick, the great womanizer, but this time they are really working on a case, on evidences, on proof, to get Camilo out of the police custody. And for that reason, Alfredo had told him to try as much as possible to get all his facts right and do everything really professional, to with very, very viable results. So Maria advises Elis not to sue Melina, and that she would also not be Isabel's attorney. Julia is home discussing with this designer. I've already said about that. Pablo is having dinner, talking with this session with Pablo about Camila. Julia is having dinner. She refused. She wants Camila to be at and protect her feelings. Okay, in conclusion, so the whole idea is that I think she's feeling like it. She really, of course, as a woman who was about planning to get married, a lot of things really passing through her head at this very moment, and it's really, I would say, it's a very, very she's even a very strong person, because this is a very, very delicate situation and position, but she's trying as much as possible to be strong for herself and use her work. Nick is investigating the situation as assigned. So the next day is management meeting, and this is Julian's first meeting. So they're talking about cases, about Victoria and Pablo, Victoria and Christopher, They're talking about other cases that they had within them in the law firm, in the law firm, and also Ivan talks about Camilo's case. Like, everybody is shocked, like, why did he have to say that? But of course, he asked Julia if she was aware that, of course, she knew. She answered very possibly. Elis report himself in the management meeting or in the board meeting. He wants to sue Melanie, and Melanie came into the office. He tells them the story. It is being analyzed. So I will remind him that if he's trying to sue Melanie, it may cause a lot of stir around the community, because he is a renowned lawyer, and that may have an effect on the law firm. So they're judging the case, and Melanie is at the reception waiting for Ivan. So I'm sure in the long run they would definitely, if you recall, okay, Maria Di Pello had already told him not to sue her when he first mentioned it, for same reason. So I'm sure we'll definitely in the boardroom, they will definitely come to a conclusion. Now, of course, it is his personal worries, but because of how far it is getting, he wants to also find a solution to it. So that is the end of this episode. As ever, beautiful, suspense, and interesting. So we look forward to the next episode of Law of the Heart. So if you saw this episode with us, kindly let me know in the comment section. If I missed out on anything, also kindly let me know in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, be a part of this YouTube channel. We love you. Topical stories, topical TV, everything very lovely is what we talk about in this channel and TV. Until I come your way again, I'm Isabel. Do have a very, very pleasant time. Bye.